Rise, they are basically like, they helped me so much. And it was like a domino effect. Okay, so I auditioned for Rise. When I got into Rise, right away, they were doing workshops and everything, and then they let me host. They let me become one of the hosts of He's Into Her, the after show, so Bearcada Hangouts. And because I was one of the hosts for Bearcada Hangouts, I got to host the He's Into Her concert, the Benison Ball. And because of the Benison Ball, that's where Direct Lawrence saw me again. Na parang, like, oh, I remember Shanaia. And then that's when I guess he got where he saw me and was like, okay, let's invite her to audition for PBB. So when I auditioned for PBB, I get into PBB, and then, you know what I mean? So everything happened like, parang, everything kind of slowly came together. It was like a domino effect. And Rise, they really genuinely care for their artists. Like, Rise, they want their artists to be the best. So they really invest in the workshops. It's not like they don't just do it na parang to make the most money or something. You know what I mean? They really do it for their artists to be the best artist that they can provide. And yun, so sobrang grateful talaga ako to Rise, because I definitely would not be here if it wasn't for them. And PBB things, yeah.
Grabe yung PBB. Like, you made... While you were talking, medyo nakaisip ako ng similarities. Like, your first time in Manila would be like my first 4-day in showbiz na hindi ko binibigay wholeheartedly yung puso ko kasi I wanted to still do what my friends were doing. I wanted to go to the ball. I wanted to go to, you know what I mean, out of town to Batangas with them. I wanted to go to Rockwell on Fridays, but I had taping on Saturdays. Diba? So like, I didn't take, I didn't give it my full go. I was taking it half-heartedly, taking it for granted. And then boom, my second time back after PBB, diba? It's like now where I'm doing everything na. I'm doing this little podcast. I'm doing the YouTube na. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still acting. I'm physically trying to pitch my movies more. Like, I'm really.
So it's just it was our child mentality basically. It was our young mentality because we didn't know any better, because was.
I forgot something. You posted this recently, where your Grab driver recognized you from Idol Philippines. Like, I wanted to text you and say, wow, dude, not even BBB, but Idol. But then, like, I was driving and I hadn't slept yet. Like, you know what time I texted you, right? You know what time I got home that day? So I just said, wow, lakas.
Were you texting and driving?
Stoplight naman.
Okay. But, so... I don't even know why. I mean, because he texted me kasi on... The delivery man texted me kasi on Viber. Not even like normal text message. So, syempre naman on Viber, you see the profile picture and stuff. And like, so I'm sure he saw my photo and... Yun, and... I don't know what to say. He kind of like spam texted me, and I was just like... I just didn't respond.
That's what the block function is for. But yeah.
But then what if he needs to deliver something again?
He can call through the app. But let's touch up on Idol Philippines. Like,
okay.
When was that? Was that experience? Like, how long were you on the show? That's where you met Angie, yeah?
Yeah, that's where I met Angie. So it was 2019, and I was auditioning for PBB at the same time. And this story is a crazy story. This is also why I believe that things happen for a reason, and you really just have to wait for your time. Because when I auditioned for Idol Philippines, I auditioned for PBB at the same time, and PBB was taking such a long time to get back to me. It was literally taking months to get back to me. So Idol Philippines was like, Shanaia, we want you. Like, come on to our show. But my heart was set on PBB, so I was waiting for them to get back to me. And after a while, they really weren't getting back to me, so I was like, okay, fine. And I got back to Idol Philippines. I said, yeah, I would love to be on the show. So then at the same time, when the auditions started and stuff, PBB texted me and they're like, why are you here in Idol Philippines? Dapat nandito ka sa PBB. Dapat kasama ka dito sa season na to. So
What season was this?
8. So it was the season
was
of Kaori, Karina, Reese, Kriza. So a lot of the people na kasama ko ngayon, na I'm with them right now, like he's into her and stuff. So it's crazy. I was supposed to be part of their season, and I ended up taking Idol Philippines. So imagine how different my life would have been if kasama ko dun sa Ocho, sa PBB Ocho. And I feel like I needed to experience Idol Philippines at the same day kasi I like I said, I met a lot of people in Idol Philippines who I'm still good friends with now. I met Angie, diba? And I met Jello, I met Fana, I met a lot of people.
Jello. Kumu Jello?
Not Kumu Jello.
Oh.
Jello from yeah. So I met a lot of people that are doing really well now, and it's so Jello Marquez, and I'm so happy to see that they're all so successful now, and they're all doing so great. And during Idol Philippines, I got bashed pretty bad. Like
For what?
when during my audition, this is why I hate I really don't want people watching my audition.
I haven't watched it yet.
Don't watch it. So basically, I was kind of like, I was really nervous, and I have a very expressive face. People tell me that all the time. That's why I'm good for commercials, because I can a very expressive face. So when I was performing for Idol Philippines, and of course, I wanted to do my absolute best. So my song was IDGAF. So what you gotta do? You gotta emote as if like I don't GAF, you know. So I was like there, and I sang, and I wasn't super confident in my voice, to be honest. Like I didn't join to win. I joined for the exposure, and yeah. So when I auditioned, I got in, and somebody else that a lot of the viewers didn't get in. So they were kind of like saying, how can someone like this girl get in when the other guy can? Parang, dahil lang maganda lang siya. Hindi naman siya talented eh. Parang, this is proof
Oh
that
my
the
God,
judges...
ikaw ba yun?
Hello!
I remember this. There was this guy na magaling din naman kumanta pero hindi siya gwapo. Yun, di ba? Yan ba yun?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what it was about. I just remember they were pissed off at James for this too, right?
Yeah.
And Vice. Hindi naman ikaw yun eh. They said no to him because he wasn't, I don't know, but naalala ko na, did this dude sing like One Day or something?
He sang like a country song or something.
A reggae song or something?
Yeah, parang ganun.
Yeah. I remember nga. Oh, that's funny. Well,
glad to know you find it funny. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's a coincidence lang.
Yeah.
I remember about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yun. So, people were like, syempre naman, people were just like, oh, she basically saying I didn't deserve to be there, and so then it was pretty bad. I mean, for someone who already wasn't confident in her performing, in her singing skills, to then have millions of people tell you the same thing. So during that time, I really I didn't want to perform anymore. I felt super discouraged, and parang I didn't want to sing anymore, basically. And it took me a while, even in the house, you know what I mean? Like you said, it took me a while
sing in the house
to find. And because I also grew up with performers, I went to an after-school performing arts school, and so many talented kids there. You know what I mean? Parang sobrang talented sila, na parang at the age of at age of 10, they could beat it like Whitney Houston or something. You know what I mean? And so obviously, I already grew up.
I just want to say something in the free, like, I guess advice, pero alam mo, sometimes confidence beats talent talaga. Like,
yeah.
you need to have that confidence in yourself, man. Like, for the longest time in my life, yun lang yung nagtutulak sa akin. Kung yung some people say it's overconfident. I'm overconfident now, pero wala. I really had to. Like, there's no other choice. I had to be. Because if I wasn't going to be confident in myself, no one else was going to be confident for me. And I already knew that I wasn't the best at anything. Pero in my mind, no one can beat me. Remember when we were playing beer pong and then they hit the last cup? What did I say? I'm still alive until I have a chance.
Yeah.
Diba? Like, that's it eh. And even if it's kahit malabo na talaga, as long as you're still there, as long as you're not dead yet, you have a chance eh.
Of course. Yeah, but easier said than done.
Easier said than done, but like what's anything easy is not really worth doing. Like, that's the best things in life come pag pinaghirapan mo siya. Right?
Of course.
If it was easy to have a six-pack, everyone would have a six-pack.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but
yeah, no, but you're right. That's true. That's absolutely true. So yeah, so I mean, I was like 16 and it was hundreds of thousands of people, telling me that I wasn't good. So I mean, it took me a while to learn to, and that's why for me, guys, it's also important na parang the songs, the type of songs you sing, the genre makes a huge difference. It's not that you don't necessarily have a good voice. It could be you're not singing the right songs for your voice. Parang I'm like, for example, I'm not gonna sing Whitney Houston's Geronimo. You know what I mean? The same way that, like, you're not really gonna hear Whitney Houston or Regine Velasquez singing like Moira. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean they're not great, amazing singers. It just, they have their own quality,
talent.
their talent, their own
Talent,
like type of genre and stuff. So yeah, and their own forte, yeah. So yun, and yeah, and so it took me a while, but I realized na parang I needed to experience that, because if I didn't experience that, how would I handle being an artista? You know what I mean? Or like, PBB could have gone either way. Like you said, it could have gone either way, either up or down. And feeling ko, if it went down for me, at least I would have had that. I would have been prepared. Kahit paano. Like,
pag-usapan naman natin yung PBB naman.
Yeah.
So, audition process, what was that like for you?
PBB.
Yeah.
It was
this time when you got in.
When I got, it was fun. I didn't really. I went into it na parang, kasi nung nag-audition ako, medyo kilala na sila. Parang medyo familiar na sila with me. Kasi ilang beses na ako nag-audition. Oo, so parang,
trust me,
like,
hindi lang ikaw yung ganyan. Marami.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know that for sure. So, diba, so parang, I was just like, yo, welcome back. I was like, but then of course I was like, I went